Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Cattle and Crops Early Access. We are back at the farm. We got done with that mission. We went and we got like a free hot dog, I think. Hey, I don't know. And I think we got some money too. We're up to 107,000 euro, which is not nearly enough to buy any of the cool toys, but early access. So it's evening here. It's about 18:20 where I am. I've been up since Hey, kitty. I've been up since 5 a.m. I've got a glass of wine. I've got my vape, and I finally got to sit down in front of my setup here, and we're going to do a little cattle and crops. Normally, I do this in the afternoon. Today, we're doing it in the evening, so there might be kind of a different feel to the video, but I think it'll be just fine. And also, looking up in the top corner there, 012 of 018, looks like we're about to come up on mission 12 of 18, so we're about 2/3 of the way done with at least the mission part of the early access. So let's see what they've got for us. Oh, and it's evening. I've got in the habit of pulling up the mission in the evening because I know they're going to take us through a sleep cycle before we start it. Here we go. Help with the feeding. We need help. The bulls are eating so much, you can hardly handle this on your own. Employ a worker who feeds them every day so they can grow big and strong. All right. Don't mind if I do. Ah, okay. So they didn't have us go to sleep for this one. Help with the feeding. Hire a worker. Create a feeding task for barns 2, 3, 4, and 5 right. And then in the center it says hire an employee and instruct him to feed the animals. Fodder is taken out of the silo and spread into the feeding troughs. And so we'll continue. All right. How do we, all right. Does it give us any instruction? I know if we go in here no, that's me. Here's my workers. Okay. Egbert Lucas. Let's see what he can do. No. Not seeing it there either. Okay, so let's try here. These are quests. These are tasks. All right. Not seeing it there either. Let's go back here to Egbert. And okay, right there. Let's hire him. Create a feeding task for barn right 2. You have to create a feeding task. Choose one of your makers. Choose one of your workers and the correct barn. It is important that you create a recurring task so your animals get through the winter. So we hired Egbert, and this is for barn right 2. Is that correct? Okay. So he's on staff. So Egbert, all right. Now we need to, do we have to go to tasks? Ah, new task. All right. Drivers, preset. Feeding. All right. Add driver. And I believe the only driver we have is Egbert. There he is, Egbert. Put him in a vehicle. You know, well, we've got 2 of the Arians. I like the Mercedes, but realistically, I sort of think of it as mine. So we're going to put Egbert in an Arian. Okay. Front loader. Ah, okay. This is a neat system. It's the first I've seen of this. And then the Vertimix. Okay. And we'll save that. Right. This is making sense. Barn. Barn right 2. It is a recurring task. Every day, and I like to do things early in the morning. Egbert, 5 a.m., son. That's how we like to get down. No silo. Ah, okay. So from the maize silo to barn right 2 every day at 5 a.m. Egbert, and he's in the Arian 530 with a front loader, the scoop on it. He's got the Vertimix on the back. Okay. All right. Now if we go out of here, now here's the next question. Can we have Egbert do that for Hmm. No. Okay. So then we'll need to create a new task. Also feeding. Also Egbert. In the 530. Front loader. Glad there's only 4 of these. This is going to get a little tedious. Save that. We know how to do this. The maize silo. Barn 3. Ooh. Let's go back and it's recurring. It's not letting me edit that. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to delete this. We're going to create a new task. We'll do all the same things. Feeding. Egbert in the 530. Right? Front loader. Vertimix. Select. Save. Maize silo. 3 right. Recurring task every day. And how long does it take to feed cows? Doesn't take an hour. We'll have them do it at 6. Okay, now we're making tracks. Egbert in the 530. I'm curious if the 530 is then not available for us to use. It seems like that would make sense, right? And I didn't know we had 2 Aryans. I don't know when that happened. When did we get so baller that we had a second one? And now we're up to barn right 4. Is that correct? Every day. And let's say 0630. Does that give him enough time? It seems that it does. And then we'll go one more. Egbert once again. In the 530. Front loader with the bucket, the scoop, the Vertimix. Save that. From the maize silo to come back to barn right 5, recurring task, and we are now at 06, and we went what? 506. See if 15 minutes is enough time for him. Okay. Wow, a lot of time flying here. I'm going to take a tug on the vape while this cooks. Okay. So we did complete the mission. All right. So that's, I guess, kind of a abbreviated. All right. We got a payday. Two missions available. Before we do that, let's take a look. Where is my second? Ow. Knocking things over. Where is my second Aryan? Can I see where it is on the map? Yeah, I don't see a second Aryan. Could be that is something that exists in the code just for a worker to drive, and we don't have access to it. It's 9:40. Animals look like they've been fed. Let's take a look in here, and I believe we hit Alt. Is that right? Let's take a look. Hello. Yeah. All the animals have been fed. Okay, so Egbert is on it, and that leaves us with some slurry spreading to do. It's a fun thing to say. Um, so let's go back to our fleet manager, because I don't know. There's only 10 difference in horsepower between the Arian and the Mercedes. I really like the Mercedes. So we'll take this mission and see what they want us to do. Haven't been to the biogas plant yet, but I'm trying to do these in order. Our slurry tanks have been properly filled over the winter. At least it's enough for the fields of the farm. The contractor comes around today with his staple wagon to help us with the spreading. Our job, the quick incorporation of the slurry. Okay, so it looks like, is this the big, that looks like the big cultivator. We have right now, hey kitty, we have the Cokerlin Classic 300, and the one we can get is the, wow, okay, the 4 meter. Right, so back to missions. Help with the feeding, we did that one. I imagine this one, a job from the biogas plant, is contingent on let's spread that slurry. So I think we're sort of locked into this one, but not in a bad way. Help with the feeding, okay. You know what? It generally tells you what to do, so let's just accept. The vehicle trader has a great demonstration model for us. Let's go there. Okay, let's go there. Enter the Arian 530. And we're getting into our own Arian 530. I say our own, I'm a little bit unsure of whether we do have a second one. It doesn't seem like we do, but no matter. Right, break off, put her in gear, and we are driving down to the implement store. All right. I'm going to try a little test right here because I wouldn't say that I have other things to do, but like I said, I got a glass of wine, I got my vape going. So I've put the tractor on the cruise control, and I'm curious if they stop at this yield sign here or if they just blow right through it. Oh yeah, 0. That's how many are given. Right. Okay. I'm also curious if I can hop out of a tractor. You know what? I'm almost positive I can just jump out of this tractor right now. And what is this? Okay. Interesting. Ah, game is getting more complex. I love it. We're going to blow through this stop sign? Hell yeah, we are. 0. All right, here we go. Here's the equipment dealer. Make our turn here. And I believe we're picking something up here. Are we picking up the Cokerling? I wonder if we're just going to drive around behind that slurry spreader. And I also, I think I told you this. I lost my, no, don't go out there. I lost my FPS counter up in the corner. I don't know how we're doing. I think we're doing all right. game seems pretty smooth. You'll have to let me know in the comments how the rendered video looks to you. It looks pretty good here. Back up. Pick this gangster up. All right. Drive back to the farm. Just as you say. Back to the farm. Here we go. This time I am going to drive it manually. Man, I cannot get the sensitivity for the controls dialed. I'm already down to like 15% sensitivity, and at that point it feels like almost nothing. Wow, this tractor is really light in the front end with that bigger cultivator on the back. It's not that much of a difference. It's 4 meter versus 3 meter, but the front end is just skating all over. Yeah, front wheels are barely down. Right. You know, I was thinking the other day about this game and how far away it is from full retail release. I don't know how far away it is from full retail release. It's been in development 5 years. So, you know, getting the early access out, selling it for $40, you know, put some money in the bank and maybe hire some additional code writers and developers and get it done quicker. I don't know what the plan is, but we could be 3 months out from full retail. We could be 3 years out. But what I was thinking about was, you know, wow, so sensitive. What I was thinking was, if you got this game today, as the early access stands, you get 2 tractors versus FS17, right? That inevitable comparison. FS17 with what? 20, 25 tractors, 30 tractors, just base game, not even mods, just base game tractors. There's got to be 30. So you buy a game, it's got 2 tractors, it's got 1 cultivator. You know, that it seems like it's not done yet, that there's got to be more equipment in it than that. The gameplay itself, you know, does that make up for the fact that there's really not a lot of equipment right now? Okay, so the other 530. Okay, enter the Axion. Well, I'm in one Axion right now, so I imagine that means I have to enter the other Axion. All right, I ain't scared. Parking brake is on. Parking brake is on. Right, hop out of here. But you know what's funny is I don't know where the slurry tank is. How am I going to help this fool? I don't know. Right. Fill the state. Oh man, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Let's walk around and look for it. Slurry tank. Where would I put a slurry tank? In fact, we're going to zoom out and do a little high angle searching right now. What are we looking for? A nozzle? Would it be by the cows? Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I know. I just called them cows. They're not cows. They are cattle. Is it? Oh, look at this guy. Hey, hey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Right. And then how do we close these gates? Do we just need to get the bulls away from them? And here's another question. If the gates open when the bulls are near them, what's to keep them from opening every time the bulls wander over there? Come here. Hey, fellas. Come here. All right. Not exactly clear on how we close these gates. I'm going to walk over here. Ah! Found the slurry fill point. Man. Let me go back to settings. Controls. We're looking for open close gate. Vehicle, no. 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 I don't see open gates anywhere. How about activate? Let's try that. No. Okay. Well, we did right there is the slurry tank. So let's go back over and that's interesting too. Front loader has turned quite a bit. I don't know if Egbert left it that way or if it bounces a little bit every time it spawns, the way vehicles sometimes do. I think we've all seen that in ETS. And I'm sorry, earlier I called this the Arian. That looks like the Axion. Is this the big one? It's the big uns. Right. So we're going to, even though I don't know that we're going to need this, doing that there. Turn the four-wheel drive off. This game is fun. I admit it. I didn't like it. The first time I saw it, I didn't like it. First few times I played it, struggled with it, with the controls and everything, but it's growing on me. I like it. There, I said it. Although it does feel like the sound went to pieces when they did this last patch. Okay, fill the tank. Right. Select fill type. Slurry. Start. Filling. I'm filling it. Enter the Arian 530. All right, well, you just want me to hop out right here? Because I will. Does it need anything else? No? Okay. So we're going to get in the Arian 530. Now, is the Axion going to get on the move? Is he going to go somewhere? I see a driver in there. Do I? No, I do not. Okay. No driver yet. There's our hound. Yeah, this game is growing on me. I'm liking it more and more. Here's the 530. In we go. Drive to field 14. I can hear the Axion driving. Where's he going? All right. I like to make a left before I make a right, you know. Cultivate field 14. Before or after him? What's he doing? Gangster Boogie, what are you up to? Oh, he's going. Okay. Oh, this is cool. All right, go ahead and start wherever. He's going. All right. What's our command to drop? Is it B? V. There it is. Got the four-wheel drive on. Four-wheel drive is on. Whoa. Whoa. It's a bit of a scene here today, folks. Egbert, I don't know, man. I don't know about this guy. Good thing there's no collision on those trees. Because Egbert, this cat, you know what I'm saying? This cat is out there. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Early access, folks. Early access. Right. See where my man is going here. I think he's going to make the big turn. And so he does. There you go, Egbert. Oh, he's getting it. All right. Yeah, our expectations are so high when it comes to things like hired workers and AI and just, you know, all of it. We are all about that quality. Now this reflection I'm seeing here, I don't know if that's slurry or if that's from the rain. Remember, it was raining pretty hard the other day. Feeling it pretty good going up this little hill, though. All right, now what's he doing? He seems, I don't know if he's done or if he's caught on a fence. Interesting. And we are sinking down in some soft soil here. Also interesting. Reverse, I said. There you go. Super light on the front end with this with this bigger cultivator and with no front weight. We've got the bar on there. We've got that little safety bumper bar, but that's not a bar. Trying to minimize my overlap. Okay, he's folding up, so he's done. We can make some different passes and longer passes and knock this field out. And depending on how long this takes, I may call it at the end of this field. I don't know that the rest is going to be much different. So we'll see how she goes. Wow, you can really feel the terrain because we're going up a, come on, there you go. We're going up a bit of a hill, and we're not quite axle deep, but we're sinking into this soft soil. It's been raining and it's just been sprayed with poo. Yeah, this game is growing on me. I'm a fan. I admit it. I'm not a fanboy, but I'm a fan. All right. Now, I'm curious. As I recall, last time we cultivated before we plowed, and that ain't how you do it. So I'm curious if they'll have us do that again, or if that was just something that we did early in the reverse. There you go. If that was just something we did early in the missions to sort of get us familiar with things in a specific way, I don't know. Thinking out loud. Get over off the headland. There we go. Now there are times I'm on a gamepad, so I've got the right trigger, the accelerator. I've got it pulled all the way in. I'm not letting go of it, but it seems like we go for a few feet and then we just stop, and we don't go again until I reset it. So it's held down right now. It's all the way down. Release it. The same thing happens. Yeah, it's all the way down. Release it. And then we go again. Call that a controller bug. I don't know where the Axion has gotten off to. Somewhere. Right. Drive around some trees. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. All right, for some reason it's not letting me zoom out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if my mouse had cycled off power mode or what was going on, but the scroll wheel wasn't responding, but then eventually it did. And we're still doing that thing between 5th and 6th gear. Oh dear. That's no good. I was trying to avoid the overlap. Did a little too well that time. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm calling it a controller glitch. I mean, I've got the trigger all the way down. We're bouncing between 5 and 6, but then like right there, it just goes down to 0, and until I release, it doesn't move. Don't know what that's about. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. Just time consuming, and I think it's going to be why we finish this field and then call it for today. This isn't really... I think you get the idea of what it is we're doing over here. Cultivating a field. All right. Now I'm curious why the field is two different textures right there to the left of the tractor. Why is that? I'm wondering if that goes all the way back to the early missions that we did where we cultivated part of it and then it told us we were done and we could stop. I wonder if it's got something to do with that. And I'm really I don't know if it's designed this way or if this is a controller glitch, but the tractor backing down to 0 mph is kind of curious. And I'm also curious now because we have a worker on. I know last time I had workers on was when I was harvesting maize with the forage harvester, and when it told me not to. I mean, I'll give the devs credit for that, but it told me don't save your game and turn the game off. While you have hired workers on, it won't save properly, and it didn't. And when it came back, I had to bring a saved game up from an archive and then start over. So I'm curious, if we've got a hired worker right now spraying slurry and we save the game, is it going to do the same thing? All right, making a little better headway there, making a little better time. Okay. Going on 14:30. We should have daylight, but I think we're getting into seasons now because they were talking about winter earlier, and enough food to last the cows through the winter. So I'm curious if there's a seasonal element to this as well. And I've got my settings on medium high, no ultra, but I'm on, well, everything is high or above. So when I say medium high, I mean the medium side of high. High to me is ultra. We're medium high, but everything is high is what I'm saying. Yeah. And we're really sinking down in this mud. Well, I can't call it mud. It's a field. And I love that, by the way, that when you come up out of the field onto the headland, that the tractor visibly climbs up, and every farmer field that I've ever seen is a bit lower than the headland. All right. And I suppose I could cut the ends in on this field, so I wouldn't need to keep dropping the cultivator out in the grass. Realistically, if you did that, you would be cultivating the grass, and the field would just get bigger and bigger every season. This, I don't know what's going on here, why it's cutting off. It could be because I'm going maximum throttle, and when you do that, it sort of overwhelms it. Yep, that seems to be the secret, because when I stay partial throttle, it seems to move a little, not as fast in bursts, but it seems to move a little more consistently. And I also see that counter there that says, well, right now it says 10:28. We've been doing this for longer than 10 minutes. We've been doing this for half an hour, I think. Either that or I've lost all sense of time. So yeah, we could cut some ends of this field in and not have to be dropping the cultivator out in the grass. Hey, if it's an early access game, I'm an early access player. I'm just learning, baby. Every day, Okay. Looks like we got a few more passes. Sliding a little bit sideways there with the Kokerlink 4100. And it's not really a trick, I guess it's sort of common sense, but I'll show you if and when it goes to 100%, if we're in the middle of the field. What I learned is, don't raise the tool, don't stop the tractor, just continue as you were, and it will continue as you were. So if you're cultivating, it will cultivate, even though once the field says it's done, the entire field, it now says it's cultivated. All right. But if we're in the middle of the field, when it says that, don't do anything. Just continue on, and it will cultivate over cultivated, but when you're done with it, there won't be two big tire tracks and a mess in the middle of the field. Yeah, we're going on 3 in the afternoon. Going on 3 in the afternoon, and it's not dark yet, but that's a pretty long shadow you can see on that tractor right there. So I think this is maybe representing winter hours, and the little pop-up message earlier was talking about winter for the cows. I'm feeling like maybe this is winter. Right. Yeah, this is definitely something you want to do, but you don't want to watch somebody doing. This is, man, if you're hanging in there with me, if you're sticking with me till the end of this video, props to you. Thank you so much, because this is, yeah, I mean, I'm doing it, and it's making me want to pull my hair out. I can't imagine what it would be like watching it. This is excruciating. So, I mean, I'm gonna finish it. That's that OCD life. How you like that OCD? I like it just fine, but man, feel free to skip ahead. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Drive through a hedge. Drop that tool. There we go. Seem to be making a little better time downhill. A little bit. Yeah, it's looking for this partial accelerator sweet spot, and I'm really glad this isn't a big field. I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, I say this all the time. Like, we choose to play these games. It's not like somebody snatched me off the street and said, "Hey, fool, come here. You play this farm simulator." And then I got irritated. That wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't know what's going on now. I've got, like, no throttle response. So what I'm saying is, if you were just minding your own business, right, getting on the subway or something, and some gangster came up to you and was like, "You play my farm simulator," then I think you could have a reason to be kind of irritated. Like, man, this is not cool. But when you chose to put yourself in this position, you've got no one to blame, and I certainly have no one to blame. I believe on this road they're going to give us the completion, because this is just, yeah, man, there's something else. Okay. Positivity. It's getting dark too. I mean, it's not getting dark, but it's obviously it's going on 1600, and it's pretty dark for that time of the afternoon. It's got to be winter, but I don't see anything up there indicating. Okay, I take that back. Where it says HR, now it says 2001. So I'm thinking 15/2/2001. I'm thinking it's February. So it doesn't have, right? Does that make sense? So it's the middle of February, so the days would be pretty short, if that's what that is. And there's no guarantees. Early access. Jeezy Pete's. It's like Groundhog Day. Come on. Right, there it is. We'll drive to the edge of the field. Folks, thank you so much for joining me for Cadillac Crops Early Access. Thanks for coming back to the Portable Gamer. We will see you next time. Take care. Well, see, I said it too early. Now I'm going to drive to the other side of the field. But this is my trick, by the way. Leave the cultivator down, and then you don't end up with two great big tire tracks across your cultivated field. Right. Come on. Come on. Oh. There's something else. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it is. Right on. Okay, folks, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Take care.